All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to some more Fate Stay Night. And it looks like we're actually undeafened this time. Still don't know why it didn't work earlier. It's fine,
So is
though.
someone gonna tell Curb that he's still deafened?
Don't you fucking dare.
Man, you still have Switch after. Can you go into his chat and say that he's deafened still?
I know I'm not because I can hear you. Fuck you. Alright.
Twice in one day. What are we gonna do with this man?
Hi. So I just want to point out, I was just sent a meme that says, "This is why my sister never sells anything on OfferUp." They're selling a bill counter. The person asks, "Will you take 100?" The sister asks, "Can you do 250?" Guy says, "I only have 100." Sister replies, "Then you don't need a bill counter."
True enough. True enough.
Anyway.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to some more Fate Stay Night. We're,
Hi everyone, welcome to Fate. It probably isn't gonna hurt us as much as Zenless did.
let's hope not. I don't know if I could take two
I mean,
in
if
one
it hurts
day.
us, if it hurts us, it won't be in the same way. It'll just hurt us in how bad it is.
That's true. That is fair.
But at least we can clown on that.
I listened to the rain in Tosaka's room. Today, under the pretense of a magecraft lesson, she performed yet another physical examination like yesterday. She gave me more medicine, then checked all my magic circuits. It's not that I mind doing this, I just don't like the feeling that I'm not doing anything productive. She tells me not to move so that she can see what's happening to me, but that doesn't mean I can't talk. Tosaka, do you have a minute? I call out to her as I sit in my meditative pose.
What is it?
It's about Saber. I really don't know how to explain it, but I realize I haven't thought this through at all. It's not even a question of what can I do for Saber. I haven't even thought about what I want to do with her. Well, I was just wondering what she wants to do. She's never told us anything she wants to do for herself, so...
You don't know what Saber's thinking.
No, it's not that. I just don't know why she's so selfless. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that.
What are you talking about? You realize how selfless you are? Not as dense as one, too. Huh. Well, you're right. The only thing she's done voluntarily is protect you. It may be a natural thing for a servant to do, but I can't blame you for thinking that since she's so dedicated to doing it. But that doesn't mean she's selfless. Saber's protecting you because protecting you helps fulfill her goal.
Oh. Completely forgot her reason for even becoming a servant. You're right. Saber wants to get the Holy Grail, so it's not like she doesn't have any goals. And that Holy Grail will grant its possessor's wish. That means Saber at least has a wish she wants granted. I don't know what it is, but she wants it enough to become a servant. So it must have some hope of saving her.
She wants to get revenge on the Frenchmen that taunted her the last time she went to get the Holy Grail.
Got it now, bitch!
Your father was a hamster, and your mother smelled of elderberries!
I figured out! It's Asian swallow, not African nor European!
Oh yes, we already got one. It's real nice. Can we come up to see it? No, you're English types.
We fought in your general direction!
I need to watch that movie again.
You really
It's free on YouTube. It's free on YouTube.
It is.
It is A classic.
Should I watch that with my grandma one of these days?
Oh my god,
Just-
yeah. Like, for example, she's here in this time period, and the power of the Holy Grail can help her, so she can stay here and live a second life. And she would have to wish for something that big just to make up for all the suffering and tragedy she endured. Oh, and it's actually pretty simple.
Huh? Your energy, all of a sudden? It's creeping me out. Were we talking about something fun for you to get all excited like this?
Yeah, I am getting excited, and yeah, she wouldn't be fighting so hard unless it was for something real big. After all, Saber needs to fight for her own wish. And I nod to myself. Tosaka, on the other hand, seems utterly bewildered.
Yeah, she's not fighting to stay here. She's fighting to get a sandwich. The best
He
sandwich.
wants that Baber.
You literally order 100 sandwiches for her in Honkai. Like burgers.
Not
This
even
is karma. This is karma for abusing Firefly.
not even Baber is into wanting the Baber. I mean, sorry to rain on your parade, but you're jumping to the wrong conclusion. Saber's fighting for her own sake. You understand that, right? Saber isn't like that. She doesn't want the Holy Grail for herself.
What's your reasoning? I can't even ask that. I know. She met her final moments alone because she didn't have any desires for herself. So Saber wouldn't seek for her own salvation now. But still, I hoped otherwise, even for a brief moment, so I pushed my distorted desire on her. Our conversation trails off. Just as I think this awkward silence is going to continue forever.
This might be a boring story, but Archer actually said something similar to what you said.
Huh? Archer? You mean you're Archer?
No, my dad's Archer. Yes, my Archer.
No, I mean Sakura. Of course I mean my Archer. Yep, I once asked him what his wish was. And do you know what he said?
Huh? I wouldn't have the slightest idea. I never knew a single thing about him. Archer once
It was
declared
Kelly
that we were
Shira.
bound to be enemies anyway, so he made no effort to communicate with Saber or me. And yet, he may have been cynical, but he didn't seem the sort to have stupid objectives in mind.
Get this. You're going to laugh. When I asked him what his wish was, he said, how about world peace forever? That was so ridiculous, I couldn't help laughing. But then he got all weird and said, I knew you'd laugh. Well, you know there's no meaning in gaining salvation from others. Fine, let's just say this was a joke and leave it at that. Maybe think that. That's probably why a guy like him became a heroic spirit, to get ordered around by a girl like me.
I see. He didn't look it, but he was a great, proud knight of his own right.
But don't get the wrong idea. If the Holy Grail really grants any wish, permanent world peace would be the worst one. It'd just mean nothing happens. If there was no conflict in the world, that'd be as good as death. If nothing happens, the only thing is to rot away from stagnation.
Huh. Did you tell Archer that too?
I did, and he said, that's what the wise men think. I agree, but I'm still going to follow this dream, even if it is a fool's dream.
Oh.
And I pressed him about whether he had any other wishes, and he said, I do, but it's not a wish that should be granted by the Holy Grail. So I'll let you make your own wish in my place. But if you want to wish for Shiro's death, then, like, absolutely go for it.
It's absolutely that, I want you to know. Either that or to no longer be a spirit.
Pretty pretentious, right? I bet he was quite the womanizer while he was alive.
Huh. I really didn't get that impression from him. But what's your point here, Tosaka?
Nothing in particular. I was just saying there are different kinds of servants.
Is that so? Well, I guess it was good for me to know, so it was at least kinda helpful.
Then let's move on to the next topic. Well, actually, this is mostly about Saber anyways.
Huh? I do remember you saying you wanted to talk to me about something this morning.
Yeah, it's nothing big, but I was curious. Might be a bit late in the game for this, but do you know the legend of King Arthur?
The legend of King Arthur. I've been reminded of it more than enough in the past few days. I know as much as the next person, although I didn't know King Arthur was a girl.
Right. Her sex doesn't matter. King Arthur being a girl wouldn't change the legend. As long as King Arthur managed to hide that fact from everyone, she would be treated as a man anyway. Fortunately, King Arthur had a mage called Merlin in his service. Merlin was truly devilish, half incubus actually, so it would have been easy for him to hide King Arthur's sex or prepare a child who shouldn't have been born.
Yeah, I bet. So?
But you lend somebody a hero creation for one night, and suddenly that's all you're known for. Sup, dick wizard?
So my concern is the discrepancy between the legend and the saber we have in front of us. Emiya, do you know what Excalibur was?
Why ask this now? Excalibur is a symbol of King Arthur. It's the sword fairies gave her, famed for being able to cut through anything without ever dulling.
Yeah, that's about what I figured you'd say.
Tosaka looks oddly triumphant. Huh? Was that a weird thing to say?
Yes, you and King Arthur made the same mistake. If Merlin was around, he would probably mock you for being a fool.
Why is that? The sword in the stone wasn't Excalibur. That sword broke. He later received another sword from a fairy in a lake, and that was Excalibur, right?
Yep. When King Arthur received Excalibur, Merlin asked, "My king, which do you prefer? The sword or the sheath?" King Arthur answered the sword without a moment's hesitation, but Merlin scolded the king for that. Do not mistake your worth. The sword may cut your enemies, but the sheath protects you. So long as you possess that sheath, will spill not a single drop of blood, nor sustain any injury. The sheath, rather than the blade, is what you should value.
Tosaka skillfully acts out the parts of King Arthur and Merlin. Look at you, Tosaka. You're getting into the part. So, what's your point?
Come on, you still not get it. It means King Arthur is immortal. Excalibur is an invincible noble phantasm in both offense and defense. Which is why Saber should be able to heal immediately.
Tosaka, Saber's wounds do heal.
Yes, that's true, but Saber's self-healing abilities come from using a great amount of magical energy. And that sounds like it's separate from the sheath of the legendary Excalibur.
I see. If you say so, it's probably true. Then, here's my question. You say that King Arthur is immortal, so then why and how did King Arthur die? The legend ends with King Arthur's death, right?
Huh?
Tosaka's mouth drops open. After freezing up for a few seconds, she grinds her teeth and looks away.
Alright. Excalibur's sheath was stolen.
Ah, rookie mistake right there. I had forgotten, but according to legend, King Arthur's fate was sealed the moment the king lost the all-important sheath. So are you convinced now, Tosaka?
Yeah. Go ahead and make fun of me if you want.
She doesn't mean that. I can tell she's ready to kick me in the head the moment I laugh at her. It's all good as long as you understand now, but why did that bother you so much? It shouldn't matter to you whether Saber gets hurt or not.
Shut up! I might have gotten a little arrogant, thinking she would be invincible if that were the case. I make mistakes sometimes too, you know.
This is a tough one. Would there be any benefit in me pointing out that she just makes mistakes a lot, not just sometimes?
That would probably be a mistake, Shiro.
Yeah.
That's dangerous water to tread into.
By the time the sun sets, the rain stopped completely. Based on our conversation during breakfast, we're heading to town to look for the other master. But I should check something beforehand. I should check Saber's intentions. What is her purpose in fighting? But I shouldn't just ask her straight out. I need to be casual about it. I hyped myself up for a bit, then pushed to my feet. The living room seems like a good starting place. I'm gonna leverage the peaceful pre-dinner mood to try and get through Saber's stubborn nature.
Just make her a sandwich, my dude.
What if, hypothetically, what would we do if we won the Holy Grail War? So much for casual. Thought about it a lot and couldn't come up with anything smooth, so blunt it is.
Huh?
Huh?
All three of them offer more or less the same response, though with slightly different expressions. Like I said, after we win, I want to talk about what to do once we obtain the Holy Grail.
Yeah, we got that, thanks. Where did this come from?
Saber and Ilya don't nod, but they do seem to share an opinion on the subject. I guess this was kind of weird, bringing up out of nowhere. But I have to play dumb. For now.
What do you mean, play dumb? You just are dumb.
Yeah, well, I'm just asking. There are only 3 servants left, so it's not such an unrealistic thought. So, you know, the end is kind of in sight. Wait, what do you mean there's only 3 servants left? Assassin's not dead, is it? What? There's 4. There's 4 servants left. What are you talking about, Shiro?
So, there is...
Caster, Lancer, Assassin, Saber, yes? Unless he's referring to 3 other servants.
He's referring to the 3 that he needs to kill in order to win the war. When you list a number of enemies remaining, you don't list yourself among them.
Servants
Usually.
refers to everyone, though. Other servants would have been more clear there. It's fine. It's fine.
You know what? It's fine. You can include yourself in that. You just have to leave Lancer out like everyone else does.
Anyway, continue.
Well, you might be right. I guess even Shiro could be thinking about that by now. You did join the war, so I guess it's no surprise you've got your mind on the reward. You've been risking your life for this.
Yeah, I would think that. I'm glad Tosaka likes to focus on the reason for things. Tosaka will allow for the possibility of anything that seems logical, which is really one of her better qualities. This is just something I brought up to discuss, though. Though, what about you, Tosaka? What would you do if you got the Holy Grail? I try to be as natural as possible with this.
Let's see. Really only ever thought about winning. There's nothing I want to wish for from the Holy Grail. I'd take the Holy Grail, but I'd never thought about what I'd do with it.
So she's fighting because she doesn't want to lose. I figured that was the case, but didn't know for sure until she said it herself.
I don't believe this. You seem like the one person who would have it all worked out, but you've actually thought about it the least.
Say what you want. What about you then, Ilya?
That might have actually been him. Too late for that now.
I don't know. I was just told not to give up the Holy Grail to anyone because it's mine. It's mine to begin with, so I obviously don't care.
That's so. So you're saying you enjoy the Holy Grail War more than the Holy Grail?
Of course. I only came here to win. I don't care what it gets used for.
They're two peas in a pod. The two stare at each other in silence. They seem to be coming to some sort of understanding. Saber doesn't say anything. She probably doesn't intend to join the conversation. No matter how much she resists, I still have to ask. I have a good idea of your goals. I try to turn as naturally as possible. So, what about you, Saber? She's been quiet this whole time. Saber doesn't reply. Sensing that something's amiss, Tosaka and Ilya stop and turn towards Saber. The silence stretches out for maybe a minute.
I need not remind you of any of this, but it is my duty to attain the Holy Grail. I know little of the Holy Grail's potential, but so long as it is a Holy Grail, I must obtain it. And, if it's possible, I will have my wish granted.
There it is. Saber's just said she has a wish of her own. I see. So, what is your wish? I try to calm my racing heart and keep composed as I ask. Saber doesn't answer. Fine. That's fine. If she can't answer, chances are good it's because her wish is a selfish one. Knowing Saber, she may hesitate to reveal her wish to anyone if she's wishing for something selfish. And I think I'd rather she kept quiet than make something up. I can feel myself trying to back away from the question I raised.
Is it really that complicated? Grandfather said that servants want to come back to life in this world. They want the Holy Grail for a second chance at life. Isn't that the case with you, Saber?
Saber jerks her head up. If that's what she wanted, there would be no problem. Which means...
No, I have no interest in a second life. My only goal is to attain the Holy Grail. The price I've paid to have a chance of becoming the Holy Grail was becoming a servant.
I figured that much. Someone who took an oath and drew the sacred sword wouldn't seek a second life.
Hold on.
Hold on.
You be-
Oh, that's right. That's you, right? I'm too used to Rin.
I
Go on.
understand. Oh, really? Hold on. You became a servant just to obtain the Holy Grail? You formed a contract when you become a heroic spirit?
Yes. I asked to seek the Holy Grail in exchange for becoming a servant.
What? Are you saying you weren't summoned as a servant to help the Master get the Holy Grail, but you chose to become a servant so you can get the Grail yourself?
Tosaka stares at Saber. She tilts her head, confused.
So Saber wasn't summoned because she's a heroic spirit, but because she just volunteered to join the war. But as long as she's a servant, she's supposed to be a reputable, heroic spirit. That would mean she can't affect the world herself. So, Saber must have gone around the rules for servants, which she obviously hasn't. A moment. I need to organize my thoughts.
No, you need do nothing of the sort. You are correct, Rin. I am different from the other servants. I've yet to become a complete servant.
Not a complete servant.
What does that mean? Well, first of all, what does it mean to become a servant? Saber just said she agreed to become a servant as the price she had to pay to obtain the Holy Grail, which means... Hold on a minute. Are servants forced to fight it as the price to get what they want?
No, that is incorrect. Servants are special familiars that exist only for the Holy Grail War. A servant is created through special summoning magecraft which employs the characteristics of heroic spirits. They are already heroic spirits, so there are no rules that says the servants must work because they are given something.
Right. The servant system uses heroic spirits, which are guardian incarnations. It's working with something that already exists, so neither servants nor masters have to pay a price to use the system. But I have heard that before becoming a servant, you have to pay a price to become a heroic spirit in the first place. Heroic spirits are guardians for humans. Even after their deaths, they work to protect humanity and prevent the destruction of the human world. And in order to become a guardian, a person must, while they are still active as a hero in their lifetime, make a deal of some kind. That's the contract to become a heroic spirit, a ritual to give themselves to the world after they die. The beneficiaries of this exchange became heroes, and after they've done what they wanted to do as a hero and eventually died, they repay that debt by becoming heroic spirits. Basically, in order to become a hero in life, they go into a sort of debt, which they then repay as a heroic spirit after death. Masters like us use servants because we swoop in and make use of that debt heroic spirits are trying to repay.
So you're saying humans become heroes by making some sort of trade? And in return, they get used and summoned as heroic spirit familiars after their death? Which means the deal Saber made to become a heroic spirit was for the Holy Grail. Since Saber obtained the Holy Grail in her lifetime, the price she has to pay is serving as a heroic spirit, a sort of guardian, even after death? That doesn't sound right. Saber said that her goal was the Holy Grail, but she already obtained it, since she became a hero in exchange for the Holy Grail.
That is not correct, Shiro. I have not yet attained the Holy Grail.
I was arrested before I could go grab it.
King Arthur's wish was to attain the Holy Grail during their lifetime. I had to attain the Holy Grail before I died. That is why I agreed to become a Holy Guardian after I died, if I could first attain the Holy Grail. As Rin explained, humans form contracts with the world to become heroes. In exchange, they receive powers beyond human ability, which they pay for by serving after death. But I did not require the world's help to become a hero. Fortunately, King Arthur required no such aid.
She didn't need any help to become a hero, so Saber became a hero on her own.
Yet you are here as a heroic spirit. Does that mean you asked for something else from the world after King Arthur became a hero?
Yes. I requested the Holy Grail in my final moments. A wish that must be granted presented itself, so I needed the Holy Grail. That is why I formed a heroic spirit contract. I offered to wield my sword as a heroic spirit after my death, so long as I could lay hands upon the Holy Grail.
Her last moments, she wished for the Holy Grail's miracle? Now I understand her feelings. The blood-soaked hill. Swords standing as gravestones, the bodies of so many knights. A lone king whose reign ended in betrayal. She didn't deserve the end she met. Even if she hadn't had a wish of her own before, she must have thought, I can't die here. This isn't what I want. And that's why there is no shame in using the power of the Holy Grail to prolong her life.
I see. So you seized the means of obtaining the Holy Grail by selling yourself after death. But Saber, your condition was obtaining the Holy Grail while you were still alive, right? Then...
Yes. I could not complete my search for the Holy Grail while I was alive. I, King Arthur, could not obtain the Holy Grail even at the very end. But that would nullify my contract. For the world to yet make a servant of me, it must provide a Holy Grail while King Arthur yet lives. And that is why...
King Arthur will not die until she obtains the Holy Grail. That is to say, she can't die.
Dream pop. Oop, there. Brick.
That means you're...
Yes. Time for King Arthur, for me, stopped at the moment of my death. I should have died a long time ago, but that does not fulfill the contract. King Arthur was summoned as a servant right at the moment of death, and she will die the moment she obtains the Holy Grail.
So it's not that time stopped. You're just stuck in time. Doesn't matter how many times you repeat your fight as a servant, because you obtain the Holy Grail, and fulfilling your contract is predetermined.
That is correct. I will one day obtain the Holy Grail, and my contract will be fulfilled. That is why I can be summoned as a heroic spirit in another age. The outcome of my arrangement has already been determined. This does not apply only to the Holy Grail of this town. Should there be a chance of obtaining the Holy Grail, I could be summoned to any battlefield. One day, I will obtain the Holy Grail, and once my wish has been granted, time, stopped for me at the moment of death, will resume its flow. King Arthur will meet her end, and in exchange for obtaining the Holy Grail, she will become a heroic spirit.
Damn, it's like being stuck in a time loop. So for you, it's
That's
like
the second time loop in this game.
trapped in time, stars in time. It's like the same thing. One you can't wake up from. This Holy Grail War is just a part of that dream. And the only way for you to wake is to get a Holy Grail.
You believed that I could not enter spirit form because she was inexperienced, but that is incorrect. I cannot enter spirit form because I am still alive. It may only be a technicality, but I am considered a living person. Just like during the last Holy Grail War.
Okay, that is not something I actually knew.
Huh.
Dang, even Eddie's learning things tonight.
Oh no! Oh, fuck.
What?
I've seen the end of Fate Zero!
Mm-hmm.
I know! why that broke her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
I have no context. Saber's tone is apologetic. She probably feels bad for laying the blame for her not being able to enter spirit form on my ineptitude. I don't care
It's
about
okay,
that.
Herb. I'm right there with
Yeah.
you.
There's something I need to ask. Saber, what do you mean you're not dead? I got that you won't die until you obtain the Holy Grail. And based on how you described it, you haven't been alive since the time of Arthur. But
She
then...
just went to sleep like Seed Sr. did.
But then,
Fuck.
who are you right now? You're...
What are the odds? What are the odds of, like, the same kind of, like, stuff showing up in two streams?
You're...
From two very different games.
You're not a clone of the real person or anything, right?
That is correct. Heroic spirits, when summoned, are like copies of a person's original body. But I have yet to reach that state. Until I obtain a Holy Grail, I appear as I am at the moment of my death. As Bryn mentioned, King Arthur is now stopped in the Great River of Time. From where I am stranded, I jump both forward and back along the river's flow, and after I attempt to attain the Holy Grail, I return to where time stopped for me.
Okay, I don't think we needed a diagram for that, but thanks, I guess. I tried to diagram it in my head. Okay, we don't need a diagram for this. Shiro needs a diagram for this. I tried to diagram it all in my head. It's pretty simple once I visualize it. It was simple before you visualized it, dude. King Arthur is stopped in time. King Arthur is stopped in time at the moment before she dies, but that doesn't matter to the wider flow of time. It continues on all the way to the present. She jumps to whatever time she's needed, then returns to her own frozen moment in time after she completes her duty. If she manages to obtain the Holy Grail in one of the times she visits, she'll be swept back into the proper flow of time and die, just as she does in the history we know. Maybe that's how heroic spirits work. When they die, they're transferred back to a sort of nexus where the flow of time stops. And then, when they're summoned, they're taken to that point in time, where it then disappear without ever returning. That's probably what is meant by heroic spirits being doubles. Kind of like a clone made from their original cells. The heroic spirit, which completely retains the abilities and memories they had while alive, appears in this world and gains more knowledge. But it's all useless. They have no means to return to their original body and instead just disappear. And so, no matter how many times or in how many different eras they're summoned, there will never be any inconsistencies in the heroic spirit's memories. From the moment the person becomes a heroic spirit, they will never change. If they obtain new knowledge, they will just disappear once their role is over. So in that sense, Saber's not a complete servant. After each time she's summoned, she eventually returns to her own time. She goes back to that moment where she's about to die on that blood-soaked hill.
Hold it. So then what? If you manage to get the Holy Grail this time, you return to your own time and use the Holy Grail there? That's altering the past. Time traveling or intervening in a parallel world is magic. You can't do something like that.
But the Holy Grail makes that possible. My contract dictates that I will become a servant if I can use the Holy Grail. Even if using the Holy Grail causes the person Ultra to disappear, that is simply costing me becoming a heroic spirit.
Saber is so matter-of-fact about it.
The quotation marks on that last screen didn't function correctly.
It's fine. It doesn't sound right, though. Using the Holy Grail to grant a wish is fine. But why would that mean Altria has to disappear? What the hell? Altria's gonna disappear by using the Holy Grail? That's messed up. Saber, you're not going to... I see the image of the girl dying on that hill all alone. You're not gonna use the Holy Grail to save yourself?
Hmm?
Oh, sorry.
What are you asking, Shiro? My only desire is to save my nation from ruin.
I can feel my expression tensing up. I thought I knew Saber's wish, but my head is spinning and I feel like throwing up. Why? And yet, I try to push air from my lungs and get the one word out.
There is no reason I should not. I could not protect my nation. I became king to protect the nation, but I failed to fulfill that duty. And that is when I thought, perhaps the sword was wrong to have chosen me.
That's ridiculous. Why would she think that?
No, that is a doubt I always carried with me. Perhaps I was never fit to be king. Perhaps there was another hero who had a better choice. Even in the moment I pulled the sword, there must have been a better king out there, one able to save the nation where I could not. And so, if I could use the power of the Holy Grail to redo the selection of the king, then perhaps we could...
Is she saying that her nation wouldn't be destroyed if she was able to go back to that moment? I feel faint. I'm really angry at Saber for wishing for such a ridiculous thing. The feeling passes in an instant, though. I probably look like a deer in headlights. Isn't it
A deer?
obvious? Saber's wish is not for herself. And on top of that, she wishes for her own elimination. She exists because she became king by drawing the sacred sword. To pretend that never happened means she simply wouldn't exist. Let's say we use the Holy Grail to grant her wish. Altria would never become king. She would just live in a timeline where she is an ordinary knight. But then, what would happen to the Saber I know? Even if it's only temporary, she already exists as a heroic spirit. And if her wish is granted, she'll continue on, but as a being only meant for fighting. She's already paid the price for obtaining the Holy Grail, so the Saber I know will continue existing even if Altria never becomes king. She'll be cut off from the past and future. She will always and only ever be the lonely knight dying on that blood-soaked hill. Idiotic. I won't allow it. There's no hope of salvation there. Even if she was able to do it all over, and there really was a better king, and her nation did manage to last longer, and if she was herself saved, it'd all be lies. Even if it made everyone around her happy, I can't just let the past 10 years she fought through be a lie. No, you can't do that. You can't redo things. It wouldn't mean anything if you did, Saber.
Shiro.
Don't use the Holy Grail for something like that. You obtain the Holy Grail because you fight for it. You should use that miracle for yourself.
But I have said, I will be using it for myself. Altria, must fulfill her duty as king.
Does she not understand? You've already done more than your duty. You've done so much already. You didn't give up even when you were feared or when you were betrayed. You held onto your sword until the end on that hill. So why? Why do you have to keep such promises even after you die? Saber looks bewildered. Too late to regret what I said. I should have just blurted out that I've been dreaming of Saber's past. A heavy silence hangs between us. I can't think of what to say. Even I can tell speaking up will just make things worse right now. But I just can't keep quiet. Saber, I don't like it when people aren't rewarded for their hard work. It's wrong. It's not fair. I get that it's childish, but I want to believe that humans can find happiness if they really work for it. I'm not going to lose to the other masters. I'm claiming the Holy Grail, no question. That's why I want you to make your own wish. That way I'll actually find some meaning in this stupid war. That's the conclusion I reached. I don't know what the Holy Grail is, nor do I know if it's even something you should try to obtain. But if it could save Saber, even a little, then I'll go all out for her. The sound of heavy bells rings out and the house suddenly goes dark. The air changes immediately. The lights go out, but Saber, Tosaka, and I don't say a word. We try to gauge our surroundings with our other senses. The loud ringing stops and the living room goes silent. And yet, a soft, rustling sound ripples through the house.
Is that alarm this house is bound in field?
I nod in silence. It's the same sound as when Lancer broke in. Then that can only mean... The sounds are getting closer, louder. Something is sliding against or across something else. It sounds like a swarm of bugs rushing toward a light. The only place that sound doesn't seem to be coming from is the living room. It's not even been a minute since the lights went out, and we're surrounded on all sides by that sound. And me. But it doesn't seem like a servant. There's just too many of them. Whatever people might say, I do have some knowledge of mages and magecraft. Even I can sense there's a lot of magical energy coming from a ton of people or things surrounding my house. 20 at least. But they all seem weirdly light. I don't sense any human will or intellect. The flapping sounds seem to be coming from enemy puppets. Sai, you there?
Yeah, one sec, sorry.
Oh, so they did come. They've been running away from me this entire time, but now that Berserker's gone, here they are again. What a shrewd servant.
Ilya speaks up amid the flapping sounds. She, unlike the three of us, is strangely calm. Do you know who that is, Ilya?
Of course I do. I know all the servants. Castor is out there, and she's brought quite an entourage with her. They look like cheap golems made with dragon teeth.
Ilya is so casual about this. And just then, the sound stops. I grab the wooden sword in the living room. Saber and Tosaka seem to be waiting for me to make a move.
Saber and I will both head out.
Yeah. It's clear who the enemy is. If Castor's attacking with an entire army, there's only one thing for us to do. Us staying here won't do anything. Saber, come with me. Tosaka, you take Ilya.
Why? I don't want to babysit Rin.
That's my line. I thought you said you were going to listen to Shiro. He's telling you to stay back, so no arguing.
I don't care. I'm more useful than Saber.
Tosaka grabs Ilya from behind in a full Nelson and covers her mouth.
This visual slur!
Ilya, her voice muffled, continues shouting insults and expletives.
Voice actress.
That was very good, yeah. It's very good.
Got it. I'll protect Ilya. I'm counting on you to defeat Castor.
Thanks, but try not to overdo it. You're better off running than fighting, if it comes to it. Tosaka nods as if to say she doesn't have to be reminded. I turn my back to Tosaka and head toward the veranda.
It's safer.
Yes, I know. I will take care of Shiro.
Saber follows me after nodding to Tosaka.
I mean, I was going to ask you to hit Ilya over the head while I have this bag over her head.
In that instant, I doubt my own eyes. A sword swings down at me. I stand, stunned, as the blade descends toward my head. Gah! I twist away and parry with my wooden sword. Even I don't believe it. My body just reacted the instant I knew I was in mortal peril. The enemy attacked again without missing a beat. A smooth, mechanical movement. A fluid, accurate attack. But that's it. It's accurate, but it's not sophisticated, and it lacks the brutality of a killing strike. It seems pathetic next to the strength of Saber's strikes, like it's barely moving in comparison to Berserker's incredible speed. Back against the wall, I parry again. As I step back against the wall, Saber strikes like lightning.
Shiro, are you alright?
See for yourself. I got a little spooked, but I managed.
That will not do. At times like this, you must stand behind me. Please be more careful.
Saber scolds me for my carelessness. She's right, but I didn't want to just stay behind her.
Shiro, are you listening?
I am. So, Saber, what was that thing? The hallway is empty. Whatever hideous thing Saber saved me from was completely annihilated by her attack.
It was exactly as Iliasville said. It was a soldier made by using a monster's body as a catalyst. It seems more like a golem than an automaton, but seemed to be of low quality. I will have no trouble defeating them, even if we are surrounded.
Those are Dragonbone soldiers, by the way.
Yeah. Ilya mentioned dragon teeth. Good. I don't know where they were hiding. How the hell did they manage to sneak in? These crudely assembled things scuttle all around us, closing in like spiders. But they're not the only presence I sense. Countless others surround the house, many times more than I see here.
Shiro, next to you!
I leap away from the wall. Why, you... I strike at the bones with my wooden sword. Saber sweeps away the bones, crawling toward my exposed back. The bones move jerkily towards us, attacking with the same unnatural movements. Not hard to fight them off, but we're destroying more of the house with every strike. And I only have a wooden sword. If I use strengthening on it, it won't last. As much as I hope I'm wrong, it seems like the bones heading for us are endless. I really hope this isn't going to go on until we both collapse from exhaustion. Damn. Where are these things coming from? Can't help but complain as I fight back to back with Saber. There aren't that many bones coming at me. Some seem to be coming from inside the house, but most seem to be coming from the yard. Saber is slashing away at the bones coming from the yard. It looks like they're heading towards the living room. Tosaka and Ilya are in there, and Saber has her hands full dealing with the bones heading that way. Saber readies her sword. There may be no need to hide it now. Her golden sword is ready to demonstrate its true power. Wait, Saber, don't use Excalibur right now! I don't care if you destroy the house. Okay, I might care a little, but we're in a residential area. You know what'll happen if you use it here. I shout to Saber as I bat away the bones striking at me.
I will obey your order, but dealing with so many enemies at once is not ideal. We could find ourselves in trouble if we do not sweep them all aside in a single blow.
Okay, that was actually pretty clean.
Great.
Just casually sidesteps an attack while continuing conversation. I know, but these things are like familiars, right? And if we defeat the one who's controlling them, that should wipe out the whole army. Saber, can you find Caster?
There's no need. Caster's in the yard.
I know it's probably her actually attacking, but I like the idea of her just casually, like, dodging things as she's talking.
She is not concealing herself, which means she hopes to lure us to her.
Fine, let's give her what she wants. We aren't going to last like this.
A oney and a twoie? You know what to do.
I do not mind, but are you saying we are going to attack Caster there?
The yard is just ahead. If Caster's out there, she shouldn't be too difficult to reach. But if we do that, we won't be defending the house. Saber's fighting the bones off now, but as soon as she's outside, the wall holding them all back will be gone. I should...
believe in Tosaka.
Yeah. I hear glass shattering. I hear the sound of intense fighting coming from the living room.
Shiro, your orders, please. This is no time to be indecisive.
No. My delaying is making the situation worse. We're going after Castor. I already said Tosaka should take care of Ilya.
Let's go, Master. I will entrust my back to you.
She hurries down the... When did you learn the swallow technique? What the fuck? She hurries down the hall, mowing down
Listen.
bones as she goes.
What do you mean? Saber's always known that technique.
She learned the difference between.
Oh my
a
gosh,
kid
shut
and
the
you're
fuck
a
up.
kid.
The bone soldiers disappear before getting anywhere near Saber. They're like vanishing snowflakes. Saber scatters so many in her path, it looks like a snowstorm. Ugh.
It's a little known fact that King Arthur was vexed by swallows in life.
Funny. She said she'd
They
trust...
had to find a way to deal with it.
She said she'd trust her back to me, but she pretty clearly doesn't need me to protect her. I'm once again reminded of how skilled of a swordsman Saber is. Saber charges through them, unwavering. She cuts her way straight to the source of the bones. Her only goal now is to defeat the yet unseen sixth servant that has invaded the house. Saber stops. The soldiers, which had been coming at us in droves, are suddenly gone. This must be our destination. A distorted human figure looms ahead of us. It wears a robe of some kind, but the robe itself is so dark that it looks more like a hole in the night. A dark shadow. As soon as I lay eyes on the figure, I'm struck by an indescribable sense of anxiety.
Are you Saber? Ah, yes. You certainly would be capable of defeating Berserker. My soldiers, then, would be no deterrent to you.
The figure chuckles. It seems the dark figure is the master of those bone creatures, Castor. But there's no master. There's no sign of a master nearby. Maybe she's the same as Lancer, able to move even far from her master.
You. Wait, who?
Yeah, that's you.
Oh. You. Has your contract been terminated?
Oh wait, no, it is Saber. Oh,
That is Saber, yeah.
Saber.
Saber challenges her directly with the question.
Yes. That man was unfit to be my master, so I rid myself of him. He's no more.
I can't see the expression on the robed servant's face, but I can hear the terrible coldness in Castor's voice.
Master Killer. Say your master.
He's long dead. But that is not a problem for me, Saber. We are soul eaters. We are surrounded on all sides by sources of magical energy. All that remains is, why, simply obtaining the Holy Grail. Then there is nothing else to worry about.
So you wish to live in this world too. I do not know what heroic spirit you are, but have you abandoned what pride you had for this?
Goodness. And would you not say letting yourself be used as a tool for humans is casting your pride aside? I could never endure that, both then and now. I grew tired of working for another's benefit. I prefer to be the one pulling the strings. You have no right to criticize.
Sorry, I have to hit the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Your bladder is weak. So, Medea, I see your game finished downloading and you're playing it.
Oh no, I was downloading it from my phone. I've always had it downloaded on Steam.
Gotcha.
I still need to connect the two accounts in order to play it on mobile.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just doing parkour bullshit.
Parkour.
Hardcore parkour. want to get to the highest point in the city, and that's difficult to do.
I am the bone of my soul. By the way, you want to hear original Archer's speech for Unlimited Blade Works? The English is kind of like, it trips me up every time.
Alright. Apologies, I am back.
Interesting name.
I figured as much. But your misdeeds do not concern me.
Saber tilts her body just slightly. She's only about 10 meters from Castor. Saber should be able to close that distance and bring Castor down in a heartbeat.
How nasty of you. I came here simply to talk. But you will not hear me. I will have you know, I've been gentle here.
Saber.
There is nothing for us to discuss. You will die here.
Saber is intent only on killing. I'm not about to oppose her in this case. All I smell from Castor is blood. She must be telling the truth about murdering her master. Her raid tonight was clearly intended to kill everyone in the house. So there's no reason for me to stop Saber. Besides, Castor isn't even a threat to Saber. Even I can see Castor's abilities. She is the weakest when it comes to one-on-one combat. If Saber engages her, she can only lose. Don't do it, Saber. Even with all that in mind, I can't shake off this sense of anxiety. It's not the same feeling of hopeless, inevitable death I got whenever we were in Berserker's presence. Do I just have some sort of aversion to her, or is it a warning of something dangerous? Forget about me. Somehow my left hand is aching to warn me that Saber should stay away from that thing. Good. I hesitated too long. Saber launches herself at the dark shadow. Castor smiles. She doesn't look at all disturbed as Saber rushes toward her.
I'm not saying that shit. Oh, there we go. Atlas.
She mutters, Atlas. I can't understand what she says, but it sends something beyond words straight into our minds. The world lurches and distorts. The air grows denser around Saber. What? I even feel a tremendous impact. The ground flexes like something massive slammed into Saber from above. Oh wait, she activated some kind of magecraft without moving a muscle? Actually, I think she murmured something like an incantation. Incantations can be shortened. The simpler the magecraft, the shorter the spell can be made. But this isn't by any means a simple magecraft. Not many mages could visualize such a thing in a single breath. Even if it were possible, they'd need to prepare a catalyst ahead of time, like Tosaka does. But Castor triggered the magecraft with a murmured word. I've never heard of anything like this. If that is Castor's magecraft, she is no mere mage.
Hey!
Saber!
You don't say!
Saber hovers there, frozen. Her feet still kick in midair. She hangs, suspended there. The air around her seems to have thickened into gelatin.
Oh no, she's summoned.
Yeah,
An ooze!
I can't get close. Some sort of invisible barrier holds me back.
No master.
Oh god.
Also, the fact that Shiro is like, man, she must not be any ordinary mage. Dude, she is Castor. Compared to King Arthur. You should expect somebody like fucking Gale of Waterdeep.
The murkiness seems confined to Saber, but so long as her feet don't touch the ground, she can't move.
You underestimated me, Saber. I didn't know how your mages fared in your life, but I lived during the Age of Gods. To these modern mages, what I do must seem like magic.
A ridiculing laugh echoes out from the depths of that dark robe. Saber is still suspended, helpless in the air.
Oh. Is this really all you're capable of, Caster?
She dismisses this as if it were some dull trick.
Magic resistance? It repels even my magecraft?
Caster steps back. After casually nullifying Caster's magecraft, Saber surges towards her at lightning speed. But
No, Saber!
Saber raises her sword. She's already closed in on Caster. No! Don't! Saber! I desperately sprint towards Saber, my heart racing. Saber suddenly halts. It's not clear whether Caster did anything. Saber tenses up after sensing something from Caster.
You! That is...
Saber twists away to dodge. However, bony arms burst from the ground to grab her legs.
I wasn't expecting you to have such foresight. But this ends here, Saber.
A sharp blade emerges from the folds of Caster's robe. It's an oddly shaped dagger. Thin and brittle, that blade isn't meant for killing. Saber regards it in disgust, and Caster strikes, clearly seeing her opportunity for victory. Being grabbed from the ground must have surprised Saber, as Saber is unable to dodge or deflect the falling dagger and simply takes the blow, looking astonished. Why you? I hear Caster's voice from behind me somewhere. I can't see her expression. The only thing I can do is throw myself in front of Saber and take the blow in her place. Ow! It wasn't graceful. I didn't have the confidence to just step in and take the dagger to the chest. So instead, I tried to shield Saber, hugging her to obscure Caster's target. And so Caster's dagger plunges into my back, tearing through my spine in a moment of unbelievable pain.
Hero, are you alright? Yeah, I just can't feel my legs.
Stop myself
Really,
from
Shiro?
crying out.
Again?
Stop myself from crying out in pain and muster my strength to support Saber.
Shiro?
I can't hear what she's saying, even as close as she is to my ear. Get back! Saber! Get behind me! Saber understands before I can gather my voice to tell her to jump. I go flying. Saber shakes off the bony hands gripping her legs and carries me with her.
Shiro, your wound.
Saber's voice is urgent. She lays me gently on the ground, but the pain only grows worse. I feel like scissors tore open my back and someone poured lead down my spine. The pain is unreal. Oop, not what I meant to do.
Shiro, stay calm! Shiro!
I'm not exactly losing my mind over it. Hearing Saber practically shouting actually makes me calmer. Wait, you don't have to shout. I can hear you. This is nothing. It just hurts. Think about me. Take care of Caster. I point in Caster's direction, my head still down.
Yes, I will settle things right away. Please, hold on a little longer.
Saber turns towards Caster.
So that was your noble phantasm, was it not, Caster?
Saber's voice is harsh, angry. The black shadow clicks her tongue in irritation and raises the strange dagger in her hand.
Yes, as you can see, it is unfit for killing anyone. But as you have sensed, It is my magical trump card, with limitless power for a single purpose. If you do not wish it to touch you, I advise against coming near me, Saber.
Castor's talking bold, but she doesn't seem as composed as earlier. Even a powerful mage like Castor can't hurt Saber as long as she's only using magecraft. Whatever her noble phantasm might be, it can't hurt Saber, even if she surprises her with it. You should beat her. No problem. I give my orders through gritted teeth. Sigh.
Oh? Are you sure, Saber? You could certainly corner me. But who'll protect him while you do? Shall I remind you that my magecraft is only ineffective against you? Can you imagine what I might do with my back up against the wall, and you not there to protect the boy?
Why, you?
Saber's voice rumbles up from deep in her chest. The rattling of bones grows louder. I'm kneeling on the ground, and Saber holds her sword, defending me as the bones surround us. I messed up. Even if I manage to save Saber, there's no point with me being left so weak. Can't move properly, so I'm just slowing Saber down. Castor would be no threat to Saber alone, but with me to worry about...
You said you came to talk, Castor.
What? Saber!
Please be quiet, Master. This is the best choice right now.
Saber lowers her sword. I think I hear Castor laugh amid the sound of rattling bones all around us.
Let us hear what you have to say, Castor. Depending on what conditions you offer, we might let you go.
Are you quite mad? Do you not understand? Your lives are in my hands. Get too bold and I just might crush you.
Do not misunderstand your position. You hold my master's life in your hands, not mine. Should you snuff out that life, I will not hesitate to attack. I will use every ounce of my power and my sword to burn you to cinders, even if I disappear as I do so.
The air around us goes cold. Saber's words intimidate Castor. I can feel it.
Fine. I will not touch the boy. You are my target in any case. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to just let just one master off.
What? I was your target all this time.
Indeed. I cannot simply ignore the heroic spirit who defeated Berserker. You and I, along with Lancer, are the only servants who remain. With you as an ally, Lancer would be no threat at all.
Wait, what do you mean? What happened to Assassin? Yeah, no, that's... Wait, what? Hello?
What about him? He's already my dog. He's already the god dog I own.
What? Assassin?
Yeah. I don't see what the issue here is, Curb. She's saying Castor, Lancer, and Saber are the only servants left. I don't even get the logic is sound.
It's truly sound.
You know what?
It's just that
when you say it like that, you're so fucking right.
There is an implied parentheses 2 behind the word Saber.
Funny.
Only 3 remain. Does that mean Assassin was defeated?
Who knows? But he is gone now.
He is.
So that must mean he was defeated. A servant who can't even protect his own lord deserves no more than that.
Assassin was defeated. Does that mean that Master and Ryoto Temple is gone?
Oh, Jerome.
I didn't fight them or even know who they were, but now there's one less Master. So the only remaining servants are Castor, Saber, and Lancer, who hasn't shown up since that first night.
I want to note that it's very ironic that my avatar is a witch right now.
Yep.
Oh.
Is
By
your
the way,
avatar way the same as a duck?
By the way, fun fact, canonically, Castor and Berserker knew each other in life.
Yeah?
They were both, members of the Argonauts.
What do you mean? We don't know who Castor is yet.
Yeah, shut the fuck up,
Look at the
Pokemon.
stream title!
We don't know who Castor is yet.
This conversation is over. What I want is your noble phantasm. If you do not wish your master to die, then kindly give me your sword.
There would be no point in doing so. Only I can wield this sword. If you're a heroic spirit, you should know very well that noble phantasm can only be used by its owner.
Unless your name is Shiro,
Oh.
King Poppy.
Yes, I suppose I will just have to take you as well then, Saber. No matter how skilled the knight, they can be persuaded once captured. And you are my type, too.
Does anyone not
Why are
wanna
you-
bang my servant?
No! Why are we 2 for 2 on the caster wanting to bang Saber?
I so look forward to
Oh
teaching
god,
you
you're right.
manners.
Her voice drips with amusement. I feel myself on the verge of passing out even as my anger boils over. I try to shove the pain aside and start to force myself to stand on numb legs. You piece of... I'm not gonna let Saber get captured because of me. I decided I'm gonna protect Saber, so I'm not letting a wound like this bring me down. I grab my wooden sword
wound
and
like
start
this brought me
slashing at
down.
the bones around us.
No! Shiro!
Saber's voice is brittle, tense.
Oh. If you want to kill yourself, I won't stop you.
Castor mocks me as I struggle. Bones crack and rattle, and as if to muffle all those sounds,
Ah.
thanks, Rin! Thanks, Rin! Took you long enough. The bones are swept aside in the blink of an eye by a sudden volley of arrows. What? We all stand, dumbfounded. The arrows that rained down on us disappear as if they had been an illusion. But they weren't. The entire horde of bones is gone.
Who's there?
Castor looks up. Saber must have noticed earlier. Well before Castor, she stares up towards the wall in disbelief.
You really thought
Oh.
it was Rin.
You know? Fair enough.
Alright, go ahead. Do your thing.
I don't understand what I'm seeing. There's a golden figure standing with the moon behind them. It's a man clad in golden armor looking down at the yard with a cruel smile.
Who's that?
Castor raises her voice, instinctively realizing that this is the one who annihilated her troops. He gives no answer. He's not even looking at Castor. His eyes are fixed on one person alone. Saber.
Answer! I am asking who you are!
Castor's voice is heavy with emotion. The golden armored man finally looks at her. Castor gasps as the man's red eyes bore into her. His gaze is impossibly cold. He doesn't even see Castor as human. I can tell, as far away as I am, I don't blame Castor for being intimidated. Like some icy hand has a grip on her heart, since she looked straight into his eyes.
Why are you getting in my way?
Castor's voice trembles as she speaks. She must know she's doomed if she doesn't do something. But
I have no reason to address myself to a mongrel. Begone, clown.
his answer comes as a death sentence. I hear a loud snap. By the time I realize it's the sound of him clicking his fingers, the tragedy has begun. Myriad weapons appear in the air, shooting towards Castor like bullets from a machine gun. Castor raises her arm. A conceptual shield envelops her. It forms a glassy film in front of Castor. It is likely every bit as durable as Berserker himself, but our efforts are probably fruitless as the barrier is merely glass. Her crystalline barrier shatters under the deadly rain of so many weapons. She sounds utterly dumbfounded, with not a modicum of concern for Castor as she so pitifully tilts her head in wonder. The weapons tear through her dark robe. They are merciless. Spears tear into her, sending fabric flying, only for yet more of them to plunge into her body. Swords cut down her falling form, while arrows sail towards an arm as if she is about to hit the ground. An axe chops off a head, about to complain of the pain. All of it brings Castor to untold peaks of agony.
Right, at this point, I'm gonna go get some water.
She can't
Have fun.
possibly survive. Castor, succumbing to an endless hail of so many different weapons, is no longer even recognizably human. The wind flows. Her tattered, empty
that was fun
robe
being evil for
floats
5
away.
seconds.
Yeah.
The shredded pieces of it fly skyward in the evening breeze. That torn robe tries valiantly to hold its form. Maybe because it's the only thing remaining to remind us of Castor. I'm completely speechless. My frozen mind is fixed on the miserable remnants of that robe as they float away. And then...
Insolent fool. I told her to be gone from my sight. The sensible thing to do would have been to graciously commit suicide before me.
The man in gold grunts contemptuously. What? I'm not hallucinating. The dark robe twists like the coils of a snake, then sprouts wings to fly away. But it's too late. I don't know what the man did. I only see a crack in the night sky itself. Like a wave breaking out at sea, the fault line engulfs the fluttering robe. It's like a person being run over by a steamroller. The robe falls. Castor is beneath it, unscathed. And then... a storm of magical swords rains down into her. Her scream splits the night sky. More swords fall upon her in response, and her screams grow louder.
By the way, this artwork.
Yeah, also, Sai left too early. Oops!
Mitty, you left
Hold on.
too early.
Hurts. Pull him out. Please!
Castor must be able to heal herself like Saber. Even all those swords impaling her is still not enough to kill her, but it's hard to watch. The torrent of swords does not stop.
So I heard I left too early.
Yeah. Each weapon is different. No two are alike. And as much as I don't want to admit it, each of the weapons is a magical sword or spear, and is easily a match for a servant's noble phantasm.
No way. That is impossible. There can't be so many.
An inexhaustible supply of noble phantasms rains down onto Castor. Seeing the way she struggles under it is just...
I'm going to die. Am I going to die from something just so ridiculous as... How funny. This must be some kind of joke.
And that is the end of Castor. She
I was
disappears
far enough away from the
along
mic.
with the black mist that was hiding her. I think you peeked a little bit, but that's fine.
Damn.
I mean, I think Discord didn't eat like most of that.
No.
So
Discord did
Good
not
job.
eat it. Discord did not eat it. It just peeked the mic. That's it.
Yeah.
hey, just casually turning yourself into that one voice from Medea 5 every time Kurt brought the laser down.
That
Yeah!
might be my best evil laugh, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, that's definitely up there.
Dude, that fucking laugh got me every time. It's so funny. That one
Oh yeah.
that one orbital lady was insane, and I loved it.
It's the sound of a woman who loves her job.
Truly.
The infinite cycle of torture that seemed to drag on forever lasted, in actuality, about 10 seconds. During that time, Saber stood, scowling at the Golden Knight.
Mere mage even mentioning capturing what belongs to the King of Knights is a great sin. I'm king, and she is mine. Any fool who meddles with the king's treasure is fit for nothing else but such a death. Now then, it's been a while, Saber. Do you remember the decision I made?
His tone turns amicable as he addresses Saber. But Saber doesn't answer. She only glares all the more intensely at him.
Why do you look at me like that? Have you not made your choice yet? It's been 10 years. That should have been time enough to decide. I suppose it's only been 10 years for me. For you, it must seem like yesterday. What a foolish woman you are, making me wait so long.
He laughs heartily. My heart's pounding. Partly from the disaster I just witnessed, but beyond that, the way he's looking at Saber is making me nauseous.
Some mongrels yet remain.
He glances towards the house, annoyed. I look and see Tosaka and Ilya on the veranda in front of the living room. Ilya.
What is that?
Ilya looks up at the man like she's just seen a ghost. She strains her eyes for a moment, then shakes her head in disbelief.
No way. Who are you?
Can't you tell, fool? I'm one of the heroic spirits you know so well.
You can't be!
Ilya jumps off the veranda and glares at the man as if in challenge.
I don't know. I don't know you. There shouldn't be a servant I don't know about.
What? Wait, Ilya! My words don't reach her. Ilya releases a massive magical energy straight at the man. I hear it rushing through the air. He does nothing. A mirrored shield appears in front of him and reflects Ilya's attack back at her.
Eh?
She'd been so blind and desperate in her attack that now she has no time to react to it. Ilya can only stand there as her attack rebounds toward her.
Min?
Min, you're back.
That hurt.
Tosaka
Oh my gosh,
steps
we're all in
in
the same
and
room
saves
again!
her, blocking
Yay!
the attack.
This never happens!
It just happened the whole time at once.
I see. So we have an odd one this time around. I see they've done a bit of creative thinking to avoid repeating their mistake last time.
He looks down at Ilya, scrutinizing her. He looks at Ilya the same way he looks at Saber, coldly, as though appraising a prized possessions.
No, 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 no! I hate you!
Ilya
You
glares
don't know
at
the half of it, Ilya.
Ilya glares at the man while Tosaka tries to hold her back.
I couldn't possibly care less. Come now. Open yourself up, quickly now. You are the fifth one, after all.
He says it so simply. I'm not sure why that had any effect on her.
No!
Ilya trembles violently, then slumps to the ground. That's it. Nothing else can happen. Tosaka and I can only look up at the man. We completely understand. He's not looking at us. If either of us so much as speaks up, we'll meet the same fate as Castor. But not Saber. Her silence as she stares up at the Golden Knight is entirely different than ours.
How and why have you manifested Archer?
Saber tries to keep her voice under control. Tosaka and I can only gasp in surprise.
I require no reason. The Holy Grail is mine. What reason could I need to collect what's mine?
Nonsense. You're not that kind of hero. Or rather...
Stop. Another word and you'll be forced to fight, King of Knights. I intended to do so, but I've lost interest. This place is too unsightly. It's not fit to celebrate a reunion.
And with that, the man in gold turns away. He turns his back to us as if to demonstrate that we are no threat.
We shall meet again, Saber. My decision remains unchanged since our last meeting. Be prepared to make your choice by the time we next meet.
He disappears. The tension fades and the yard returns to the usual tranquility. But it's the only thing that returns to how it was. The Emiya household is in shambles and Ilya has fainted. And Saber, still with her back to us, remains silent. New servant data added. Oh, is it?
Oh.
Oh, is it now?
Alright.
By the way, there was also new servant data for
Saber,
Casper.
Lancer, Archer, Rider, Caster, Assassin, Berserker. Archer. Very funny. Chaotic good. The fuck do you mean?
In his legend, he's treated. Just so you know, the Fate ones are very weird. He's chaotic good. Chaotic because he doesn't really care about the laws. Good because he did things for his people to protect them.
I will say I'm nearing my end.
That's fair.
I mean, we can wrap it here. That seems like a good a place as any.
Yeah. Just so you know, I knew that that was happening. This node was versus Caster, the 8th servant.
Yep. All right. Yeah, we'll save it and wrap it there. That's fine with me. We had a bit of a late start because of Zenless earlier, but that shouldn't be a thing anymore.
I'm so glad that he's here.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
All right.
So we have 3 nodes left, and then all of day 14 and 15.
Also, the line "you can't throw a sword and call yourself an archer" is even funnier.
Yes. You have now seen how Gate of Babylon works.
Even funnier in retrospect.
To be fair, he threw more than just a sword.
True.
And a spear. And wait, I need to check. I need to check something. Go into his,
it said sword, spear, and axe, if I remember correctly, at the very least.
His,
Servant.
thing again.
Archer.
Noble Phantasm.
No.
Okay, nothing yet. I was hoping for just unnamed sword, unnamed spear.
Charisma, A+. You're not wrong. He did aura farm that entire time. He definitely had the Riz.
Look at his weapon.
Don't think we have that.
It's another tab on the menu.
Oh. This one? No? Is it?
Wait.
Unnamed axe sword.
That one's from Berserker.
Well, that's Berserker.
So
No, we don't have it.
Whose is this?
I think that's one of the ones that he sent out. By the way, look at the other ones.
That's funny.
That
one's Riders.
Yeah.
That's
one of the ones he just sent out.
Yep. Oh, I see. Cool.
This was owned by Siegfried. This one is an Indian God of Thunder weapon.
Okay.
And then that one is the one that Perseus used to decapitate Medusa.
Oh. Funny, considering.
Yep, and here's Durandal. The Sacred Sword of Roland.
Golden Sword of Assured Victory. That's a funny name for it.
Caliburn, yep. The Golden Sword of Assured Victory. Meanwhile, Excalibur is the Sword of Promised Victory.
Yeah, that is wild. We just got like so many fucking weapons from that one attack. It's very, very funny. Alright. Anyways, thank you all so very much for stopping by. Take care of yourselves, and we'll catch you in the next stream.
Please end my suffering.
Yep.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. Admittedly, usually we